Hello everyone, and welcome back to We Rate Train Rides. In this series, we visit railroads, and I present my thoughts on the train ride, along with plenty of video from the ride so you can see what it's like for yourself. Today we're visiting what is quite possibly the most famous tourist railroad I've ever been to, the Strasburg Railroad. I have made a longer video on the line. I'll post a link up in the description if anybody wants to check it out. The Strasburg Railroad is a 5-mile-long short line railroad operating in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. The line rosters 4 operating steam locomotives, including a replica of Thomas the Tank Engine. In addition to the train ride, the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania is right across the road. This is probably the best railroad museum I've ever visited, and it's well worth the visit on its own. The ride travels through the picturesque countryside around Strasburg to a connection with Amtrak and CSX at Lehman Place. The line has several things that are unique about it, including being the oldest operating railroad in the Western Hemisphere, being one of the first tourist railroads to be formed, and having the largest fleet of wooden passenger cars in the country. So what are my thoughts on the train ride? Well, I should start off by saying that my expectations for the train ride were very high, due to the fame of the Strasburg Railroad. While I did enjoy the ride very much, I did not think it was necessarily worthy of the level of fame it has reached. Let me explain. I'll start off with the things that I really liked about the line. First of all, the line is always powered by a steam train, which is amazing. Second, all the line's passenger cars match, and are wooden. This may not sound like much, but it's super rare to find and makes the line quite unique in terms of aesthetics. The scenery the line runs through is very, very beautiful, and the farmland seems to fit well with the antique steam train aesthetic. The last car in the train is an observation car, at least when I was there, which provides an up-close view on the engine on the ride out from Strasburg, and some lovely panoramic views of the countryside on the way back. If you do happen to be riding this train, I highly recommend you book a seat in the observation car if they offer it. It is an excellent train ride. However, there are some things that I didn't like. The ride is quite short, it's only 5 miles long, and to make the ride last longer, the train has to go very, very slow. This, in my opinion, is not really as fun as being able to ride the train at speed. The railway itself has no real interesting features. There's no spectacular bridges or mountains or grades or anything like that, and the engine never really seems to work very hard. Aside from the passenger car fleet, the railway just kind of seemed generic to me, and not particularly noteworthy over other train rides. Thus, while I really did enjoy the ride, I'm only going to give it an 8 out of 10, with 2 points subtracted because there just wasn't a lot that really set it above some other train rides I've been on. That said, I highly recommend visiting the line at some point, especially if you're already in the area. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to help support the channel. It's easy for you to do and would really help me out a lot. It also means that you won't miss the next one of these videos. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.